During our visit to Rushoroza Cathedral Parish in Kabale Diocese in South Western Uganda, we were told about Reverend Father Dr. Vincent Kanyonza.
We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son.
Aged 92 years now, Father Kanyonza is the oldest priest of the diocese.
It's a gift of God. It is a gift of God which I appreciate and thank Him for.
Born in 1929 in Muyumbu village near King's College, Butobere, he went to school in the present-day Kitabi Seminary before he was ordained a priest in 1959.
When you baptized 100 children in a day, on a day like Christmas or before Easter, hundreds of children, we feel a lot of joy.
Father Kanyonza has been living a celibate life for now 63 years and has been a seed in the fertile hilly soils of Kabale.
The gift of God in a fertile soil, like a good seed in a fertile soil and cared for. Even if the soil is fertile, if you throw a seed in the soil and you don't weed it and so on, it will be beaten up.
During his childhood in 1930s, his father was a polygamist, but the future priest chose to stick to the Catholic faith, even when some of his siblings joined the Anglican faith.
And they were baptized, and even I was at the point of following them. But my father, who was not he was a polygamist, he was not baptized. But his brother and his sister were Catholics. And he told me to follow those, not to follow my sister.
The White Fathers and Brothers of Christian Instructions based at Kisubi along Entebbe Road are the foundation of his priestly life.
Father Stockman, who was a parish priest here at Soroza, is the one whom I first saw. And from that day, I thought of why can't I also be a priest and celebrate Mass.
Celebrating the Holy Eucharist is a daily activity that Father Kanyonza must adhere to despite his old age. He draws his energy from the body and blood of Jesus Christ.
He tells you when you lose prayer, you lose direction. And as for us Catholics, Mass is the highest prayer. He goes for Mass despite his old age every day. When you visit him in his room, just next to where he sits is a breviary. This is a prayer book. He's saying his rosary.
Several fellow priests describe him as a perfect example, a mentor, and a model to many vocations of the diocese.
And actually got an inspiration from him to become a priest because of the life that he lived. We knew him and we still know him as a man of prayer, a spiritual man, but also a man who used to encourage us when we were young.
Spiritually, morally, and even, I would say, educationally, because he was a good example to us. He's a very spiritual man.
My teacher taught me a word, paragon, a model of virtues, a perfect example, a person who has very good virtues to emulate.
Used to refer to Father Kanyonza as Father Kanyonza the Great. And when you go to him, you see a lot of wisdom. He's a wise man, very intelligent.
Father Kanyonza is grounded in Rukiga language. He is a writer whose works will enlighten generations to come.
He is one of those who have written very many books in Runyankole Rukiga, including the dictionary of Runyankole Rukiga. And it is helping us even today as people are learning Runyankole Rukiga in secondary schools and primary schools.
And before he retired from the active priesthood, Father Kanyonza mentored many priests when he taught theology at Gaba Major Seminary, Katigondo Major Seminary in Masaka, and St. Paul's Major Seminary Kinyamasika in Kabarore, among others. Jingo Francis, NTV.